Hey guys, welcome back to yet another podcast. My name is Isaiah. I'm joined by my lovely co-host,
I'm Alex.
Alex,
Sorry, I was
and
laughing there.
today we are yapping in defense of our people, of our tribe. We are defending Gen Z today. It's true.
No, it
It's
is
true.
true. There's too much slander. It's just
No, we have to come up because
yeah,
we are getting roasted in the group chat, and I cannot take it anymore.
yeah. The global
So
group chat.
the global group
The
chat.
global
Could you
group chat.
imagine? I
That
feel like
would
it'd
that,
be crazy.
that would be
No.
so funny. There'd be so many memes.
No, I just feel like it would get really like crazy. Like it'd just be people arguing.
Oh yeah, that's what a group chat
Because do
is
you know what
though.
Gen Z loves more than anything? Arguing.
Do we? Do you like to
I mean,
argue?
I love arguing.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
I mean,
valid.
actually, no, I don't.
Okay.
So take us through it. Like, what are some common misconceptions about Gen Z? That's what we're talking about today. What do you think?
I think the first one, at least like the one that a lot of people can kind of get behind, is that our generation is lazy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to work.
Mm-hmm.
We're entitled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do any of
Mm-hmm.
those hit you in the
Those resonate a lot.
has anyone ever told you that before in person?
Um, that I'm entitled. Probably not that I'm lazy, because I feel like I've always worked so much that nobody can
Yeah.
call me lazy, but I have
Yeah.
heard entitled. But you know what it is? Genuinely, I just think it's like, at least for me, in my personal experience, it's about understanding that, like, if you had it other people's way, you're not going to get what you want. Because, okay, with the laziness, are we talking about work?
Sure, let's talk about work right now.
Okay, let's talk about work with the laziness. So I think before, people used to just like work at a job for like 15 years before they could get promoted. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but like,
Yeah.
you're expected to like spend your entire life doing one job on the chance that you get promoted. But with me personally, growing up, we grew up in the TikTok generation. I just want to know, like, you don't have to promote me today, but like, is it gonna happen? Don't waste my time.
And so like and you think that kind of gets misconstrued as like entitlement? Like that's
Yeah,
kind
and
of what it
I'm sure
is?
there's like a level of entitlement, but it's more just like, I think okay, because here's what it all stems from. It stems from our economy and like our financial situation. Because our ancestors, I say that like it's a million years ago, but previous generations could work some factory job where they make like, I don't know, 20 bucks an hour, and they could buy a house on that. But
Yeah.
like now it is just not fucking enough. Like it doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't know, cause like my thing about like the entitlement is like I agree with like your stance on it, where it's kind of like I see it as almost like don't play around. I think this is from a work
Mm-hmm.
setting, right?
Yeah.
Of like don't play around. Like for example, you're not gonna dangle the carrot in front of me, and I think it's
Mm-hmm.
because we know that there's like obviously right now we're kind of in a hardship, but like
Yeah.
I think for the most part, like in terms of finding a new job, it's not like we have to open up the newspaper anymore and like hope that there's like an HR job. It's like we have so many different means of like
Yeah.
getting like there's so many different ways of work now, so it's kind
Mm-hmm.
of like that's why I think job hopping is so I guess trendy right
True.
now. It's not that's not for me, but I just like
Yeah.
I think that's why it's trendy right now. In terms of like the Gen Z doesn't want to work, I think that's kind of like a like it's a misconception. Like that's the whole thing about it is
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, it's like the classic like you've probably seen this where it's like the if it was a snow day, I walked like fucking 40 kilometers to my school in like my
Yeah.
running shoes. And it's,
I used to walk home from school 45 minutes uphill both ways, carrying water buckets on my head.
yeah. And I think it's just like, I'm going to be honest, like, I don't think that's like right. Like, it's almost, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like, I think we kind of realize that like, that's stupid. Like
Yeah.
it's just like not worth the walk. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think Gen Z, like, you can call it entitlement, but I think more than anything, our entire generation realized, like, is what we're doing worth it? Because I feel like Gen Z, more than any previous generation, is a lot more like inquisitive. Like they only want to do things if there's a point. Because I feel like we have a lot less arbitrary rules.
Mm,
Where
mm-hmm,
like,
mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody in previous generations, it's like you have this like clear cookie cutter like path for life, and I feel like Gen Z doesn't
Mm.
feel that as much.
Yeah, I think it's also like
Oh my
just
god, was that woke?
No, it's just but I don't know. That kind of got me thinking. It's like it's also like I think we value like work differently with our lives. Like I think we ultimately like, and this isn't me shit on people that like want
Mhm,
like a strong career. Like if that's what you want in life,
mhm.
like power to you. But I think a lot of us are kind of like we don't want the 9 to 5. You know, like it's kind of like it almost like it's like I think we realize that there's not. I don't want to say more to life than that.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Where
It
it's
depends on like what
I
you do.
yeah
But I think like there is this like common thing that would happen a lot in previous generations where like you have your 9 to 5, but then like you're staying late at the office every day for a few hours. You're
yeah.
going home and
I
you're
just
like doing work at your study. Like it's a
yeah.
whole thing,
I need to go home and play Call of Duty. Like,
right?
you know, like
Right.
it's like I need to. Yeah, I don't know. I just think like it's
Hmm.
funny though, because like me saying that is like it's like I don't know. I think some people like that is what they would do if they did have that free time. So I don't know.
Yeah. I think it ultimately comes down in my head to like if you're getting paid for it. Because I will work a 12-hour shift if I'm getting
Mm,
paid for 12
mm-hmm,
hours, but
mm-hmm,
why what am I doing? Just sitting there like
mm-hmm. Do you?
doing company things on my own time. No.
What I was about to say as well. It's like I know for me as well. It's like and I think you probably relate to this. Is like you defend like you also realize if you're not like it's if it's out of your pay grade.
Um,
You know what I mean? Like not out of your pay grade, but like you know it's out of your roles and responsibilities, if that makes
it
sense.
depends. It depends with me because I like helping people. And this sometimes kills me a little bit. But I
Mm,
will do somebody else's job for them if it doesn't stress me out and I don't take the fall for it. Like if somebody's like, "Oh, this task, this project, this whatever, it's stressing me out. I don't know what to do." I'll try. But like, am I taking it home with me? No. Am
mm,
I like taking the fall for it when it all blows up? No. Like it's your job. I'll
mm,
help you, but that's it.
mm. Yeah, I don't know. I think that like for me, there's a lot of stuff where I'm kind of like it depends who you are. Like
Mm,
if say
yeah.
for example, if it comes to like the roles and responsibilities, if you're under me, I'll help. If you're above me,
Okay, that could kind of get into something.
you know,
Do
like
I feel like I mean people say about Gen Z that they have a problem with authority. Do you
ooh,
correlate with that? Do you respond
yeah,
to that?
yeah. I think I do actually. I'm not gonna lie, cause like
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know. I think that like I don't know. Yeah.
Um, See, I definitely feel like I've gone through phases in my life where like any sort of like authority figure, like an old boss that I didn't agree with, or
Hmm.
like even just like a like an elder, like somebody that's older than me that's telling me to do things a certain way. Like they tell me that, and I'm like, dude, eat shit. Like eat shit.
But why are you saying eat shit though?
I
Like
don't
what
even
is it
know. I
about
think
it?
it's just like
Like is it like you disagree?
I think you know what it comes down to. I think Gen Z, it's really like the age of information. There's so much information coming into like our brains
Hmm.
that half the time it's like I don't know. For example, if some like okay, because this is the most common thing, like an older person being like, "Oh, Gen Z like should be doing this. Gen Z should be doing that." Like
Yeah.
it's like, dude, get lost. I know.
But it's also the traditional path that they grew up on. I don't think is applicable now. Like you like think about it like from this is like I think a lot of us can probably agree with that the graduate high school, go to school, get a job, buy a house, have kids. Like that's not
Hmm.
that's a
Work
very
till you're 65, get
I
married,
think
or
that well, like
sorry.
that's a very like traditional view where it doesn't take into considerations of like how easy it is to like one like
Hmm.
kind of like make content creation and like kind of freelance yourself or like for example the
Mm,
fact that we went through COVID or that we're going through the AI bubble right now and like there's like you
yeah.
know what I mean like there's like the world is changing so rapid and like
Hmm.
literally I think since like 2020 to now has like done like almost 10 years of change in
Yeah.
5. You
Okay,
know what I mean?
I want to unpack a few things that you said there.
Okay.
um,
I don't have to get caught.
no, that's not.
Ah.
No, not in that sense. It's just you like rapid fired me here.
Yeah, yeah,
I think when you talked about like content creation and all that, you know, everyone makes a meme about it. Like Gen Z doesn't want to be a plumber; they want to make a podcast. Which you
hi
know,
guys.
hi, that's all good. But truly, I think it comes down to like you see online. It all comes down to what we see online because we see all these people making like 10 times our salary doing like things that just seem achievable, things that seem easy. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking away from internet personalities. Like, they obviously have a personality people resonate with, like people like
Mm-hmm.
them.
Mm-hmm.
But like, okay, I hate to like shame these people, but like, people are on OnlyFans making like what I'll make in my entire lifetime in a year. Like,
Yeah.
people are on social media just like doing all these things. So it's like, why not throw our hand in the ring, like, or in the ring, sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's just like a form of like a different like almost like corporate ladder. Like yeah, I think that corporate ladder still exists, but like
yeah.
before the old route, before the internet, and you saw
Mm-hmm.
all these different opportunities, I think like if we're talking again from a work or like
Mm-hmm.
money perspective, is like you get out of school, you go to a company, and you try and climb the ladder as fast as you possibly fucking can.
Yeah.
And like that was kind of the avenue, unless you're making your own
Mm-hmm.
company. Where like now it's like, for example, everyone kind of says the social media thing is like, oh, throw your hat in the ring, and maybe like you'll kind of
Yeah.
you'll get that one pop off video or whatever, and then like you're off type thing, right?
So what's like, would you ever do like social media like full time? Like, let's say our 6 viewers multiplied by 100,000. Would you do social media full time?
Yeah, well, it depends, right? Like I think like there's so many factors. I think I would love it, to be truthful, because like it frees you up from, I guess, the traditional like nine to
Mm-hmm.
five. But I think what I would enjoy about it is like the ownership over it. Yeah,
Mm.
like I have the same feelings of like owning my own company
Mm-hmm.
that and being a full time like social media person.
Right.
It's like I think there's still kind of the same level of risk in terms of like the the potential of it collapsing. But
Mm-hmm.
I think like the beauty of like making your own schedule and kind of
Mm-hmm.
doing what you want with it, but then also like I don't know, like you do kind of have like let's just be so for real. You have that privilege to just kind of be like, I don't want to work today,
Yeah.
and it,
Like your own business. Yeah.
and that's
Okay.
kind of I think what it is about it.
Let's keep getting some Gen Z perspectives here. What do you think of like the 9 to 5? Do you want a 9 to 5? Do you not want a 9 to 5?
I want to try it for a bit. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah, you
lie,
want to
like I
dip your
like.
toe in?
Well, I just want to see. I just want to see what it's like. Cause like I feel like my perception of it's very skewed. Where it's like I hear some people talk about like how brutal it is, but then I also like hear like some people that like have recently just gotten office jobs where they're kind of like, I just kind of do 2 hours of work in a span of 8 hours, and it's just like
Mm,
I and I think it depends on like the industry and the company and the size and
yeah.
all these different factors. But I think I just kind of want to experience it because I think it also will show a bit of empathy. Like it's kind of like, for example, like how everyone should work like a customer experience job. Like
Oh, okay. You
just
want to
to,
see what it's like.
I
You want to
just,
do it for funsies.
I just not for funsies. No, 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 no. That's not what I it's like I want to try it out because I am someone that values like
Hmm.
consistency and like balance and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I just want to see like if like because like the 9 to 5 lines up with all those that I said. I
Yeah.
just want to see if like for example the brutality or I guess like the soul sucking
Hmm.
nature of it is as true as people say it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting conflicted stuff right now about it.
Yeah. I feel like it's like any other job, right? Like, it depends on like who you work with, what you're doing, and all that stuff. But
I think it also depends on the person.
I think the 9 to 5 is also, it's very demonized by Gen Z.
Mm.
Where like,
Is it because everyone on fucking social media is like they're all like fucking crypto traders now?
yeah, I think it's partly that, but I think everyone just like acts like everyone's like, oh, I want to break away from the 9 to 5.
Mm.
Like, I don't want a 9 to 5. I
Yeah.
can't do it. But like, sometimes the consistency of a 9 to 5 is nice. Like, you and I both previously in our lives have been on a salaried paycheck,
Mm-hmm.
and just like knowing like these are the shifts you're getting, like this is the job you're doing,
But
like
there's a
this is
double
the
edged
pay you're
sword to it.
getting.
Is like I would remember that there'd be some days where I'm there like 4 hours after, and you're just kind of like,
True, but that's not every salary job. But no, I know what you mean. Like,
yeah,
it's again goes into that work life balance. Um, what like how okay, so
I,
like if you got a 9 to 5, like how do you balance everything? Like, do you feel like you'd be able to balance everything? Because there's like school, there's social
no,
life, there's all these million things.
no, because like I and like we've talked about this before. It's like I feel like I have a hard time like almost relaxing sometimes. Like I
Yeah.
feel like you constantly have to be doing something with your time.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like you always have to be productive. And I'm not saying necessarily with work, and maybe this is part of our generation where it's like, if I'm not, for example, like doing like the 9 to 5, I need to be
Mhm.
doing like some sort of side hustle, or like
Yeah.
not like a side hustle, but like something creative.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
No, I feel like that's like hustle culture to its T, and I think we've already talked about this on the pod, but like
Yeah,
hustle culture is so fucking annoying
yeah. Well,
because it's like,
mhm.
yeah, it's like the morning routine. It goes into that like, oh, you should be working on your side hustle. You should be doing this. You should be doing this.
Hmm.
Like, fuck off.
I just want to also like give, I guess, you roses, if that makes sense, because like, yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna gas him up for a second to kind of go up against this argument.
Who me?
Yeah, okay. But like, I don't know, man. Like this whole thing of like fucking laziness, it's all just like a misconception. Because like, due to every sort of circumstances that's happening right now, this guy's working 2 jobs and is in school right now, and it's not like he's working like two like, I don't know, like he's working like a 9 to 5, going to school and then serving after. Like
True.
it's just
I do
like,
do that.
and I know a lot. Like he's not like the only one. Like there's a lot of people that are doing that. So I don't know. I think it's genuinely like,
Mhm.
if we were to summarize this laziness, it's literally just, I guess, the conditions, the external conditions that we're in right now. That's kind of
Yeah.
like forcing us into like this.
I think it's also like, okay, people would say, people say Gen Z are lazy. I feel like it's the same people that like would work their 9 to 5. They would come home, grab a beer, and watch the game for like 3 hours, and then just like go to bed after.
What kind of fucking life is that though? Like that's just, like it's like, oh, sorry, I don't want to do
Yeah.
that for the rest of my life.
So I'm a big hater, but I think we've figured it out. I don't think Gen Z is lazy. I think
No.
there's some lazy bitches, but every generation has lazy bitches.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna bring up one that I I feel like I hear, and it's like people say that Gen Z is too sensitive.
Okay, snowflake.
Okay. Oh wow, wow. So I'm a snowflake. Wow. What is that a
Yeah.
comment on? No, but I don't think Gen Z is that sensitive. I mean, they're sensitive people, but again, it's like, do you want to see a real sensitive person?
Yeah.
Tell a boomer that his coffee's 10 cents more expensive today,
Oh no, for real
and
though.
you'll see
For real
sensitive. We
though.
both have been at a point in our lives where we're doing customer service,
For
and every time
real.
those coffee prices went up,
Yeah.
holy shit!
What I'm dealing with right now is the company I work at, we got rid of lactose milk. Oh my god. I didn't know so many fuckers were drinking lactose milk. It was, oh
Yeah,
my, it's awful. It's like people are like freaking,
pitchforks at the door.
literally it feels like that. And I'm just kind of like, guys, there's like,
Mm-hmm,
I hate to be this person, but I'm like, there's literally wars happening right now.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like you can survive
Yeah,
without your lactose.
you want to see a sensitive person? Make their latte less than 200 degrees. You want to see a sensitive person? Oh, you got to get me with one. I said that, but I don't have a punchline. Okay, go quick.
Tell their child they can't do something.
Oh, oh, that was big.
um,
That was big.
no, I don't know. I don't think our generation's sensitive. Like I think like a lot of us kind of comes.
I think it's like boundaries.
Yeah, I think
Like
it's, yeah.
we've determined like what's okay and what's not okay.
I think I don't want to get like political in it, but like I also think that we just also understand. I don't want to say mental health more, but like I don't know. We just like understand when like a situation's like not okay. Like for example,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, like, well, how do I word this without getting canceled or making it too spicy? But like for example, like us being able to like talk about our emotions and validate is
Mm-hmm.
something that previous generations didn't have, as like, I guess, just two
Mm-hmm.
males. Like that just wasn't,
Yes.
but like for some reason that's considered sensitive. We're like, I don't
Yeah.
agree that that's true.
I mean, we
Like
touched on this last episode, but the whole like conversation about masculinity and like the
it's,
toxic masculinity, yeah, that plays into it.
that's exactly what it is, and it's just kind of, I don't know. I think I think
Yeah,
it's frustrating.
I think a lot of older generations could do a lot of healing from a therapy session.
No, actually, that's so for
I
real.
think
That's
if they had a
so
chance
for
to just like
real.
talk about like, maybe this thing that happened in my childhood 50 years ago wasn't okay. Maybe
Yeah.
they could
Yeah.
take a moment.
Why is it that you think though that like our generation was able to like not realize, but like, you know what I mean?
Um,
Like click in on it. Like I
I
guess.
think there's a few things. Like I think it also, shout out to like our parents' generations. I think they were kind of like the people that grew up and were like, maybe this isn't okay. So then they wanted to like raise their kids differently. And then, social media happens. We kind of like, I feel like what social media did, I'm going to say something really woke here,
Okay.
is it gave us
Woking.
all the like view into other people's lives, and we started idolizing things in other people's lives. We started looking like I could live my life and I could just live my life like a complete fucking slob, like never clean my room. And then here I am on your Instagram page and you're like have everything immaculately clean. You're like, this is my morning routine and I eat only vegetables because I'm raw vegan. And then I'm like, wow, like that's really cool. And then I start doing it. Like we all have built this culture where we influence each other. And I think we've kind of brought each other out of the like abusive tendencies of previous generations because we
Mm,
saw like, oh, this shit isn't normal.
mm. Yeah, I don't know. It's the because I think like a part of that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know how I fully feel about that because like I kind of feel like maybe this is me being argumentative, but
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
but
Oh, are you feeling sensitive?
no, not sensitive, man. But like I kind of see like those videos where it's like you need to be doing this, like, where it's like you always feel like you need to be achieving something. Like this is going a
Okay.
bit off topic, but I
No.
think that's a
Okay.
bit more harmful. I think in terms of like the emotional intelligence of it, and then kind of us being too sensitive, like I think it's generally just kind of like
Mm-hmm.
calling people out on their shit, like it like
Mm.
truthfully, and just kind of.
Like just about
But it's also.
accountability.
Yeah, but I think it's also just us trying to define the world that we want to live in when we're older. Like it's
True.
just like what we value, right? Like
True. True. True.
it's like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to like yeah, I don't know. It's just holding people
Yeah.
accountable, I think. Like
So do you think like cancel culture is valid? Do you think it's invalid? Do you
oh,
think?
I think though like I think it's valid to an extent. Like I think like
Mm-hmm.
it turned into this beast where like it could be weaponized now and you can get
Yeah.
canceled for something that's like not like there's not like it like people sometimes jump the
Mm-hmm.
gun a little bit before there's proof, but like I think cancel culture as a whole, like I think like there's reasons why it happens, you
I
know what I
think
mean, like
so. I think I don't love cancel culture just because of how crazy it's become. Because I feel like cancel culture has turned into like, let's witch hunt these people and like actually just send them very hateful
like
things all the
it's
time.
like the intention of it is
It's
wrong
the
now,
intention where it's like
where it's
people
like
are crazy. Like, because me personally, like if I'm following somebody, there have been a couple times where like I'm following somebody on social media and they post something that like really rubs me the wrong way.
mm-hmm,
I just unfollow them and then I go about my day. But then
mm,
I feel like people take it that step further and it's like, let's find your address, let's send you shit on your doorstep, let's expose these tweets from like 10 years ago. Like it becomes
yeah,
a whole like spectacle.
yeah, I don't know, but a part of me is kind of like
It depends on what the person did.
yeah, like it's like I guess that's a big factor of it, but I think like most times like if there's like solid proof about it, like I think like taking platforms away from people that like are
That's fair.
abusing it, because it is
That's
an
fair.
abuse of power in a lot of these situations, like
Hmm.
I think ultimately it's for the better, no, like I just that's
Yeah.
like I don't know, but like I think my conception of cancel culture also comes a lot from like the Me Too movement and stuff like that, where it's kind of like justified.
Mm. Yeah.
um but like I don't know, I think it's also just like our generation also just sets boundaries, and again that kind of goes back to like that power dynamic of like it's like people don't like you when you set boundaries because that means that they were abusing you without the boundaries,
True,
and I
actually.
don't really think that's like a sign of weakness for you set
Yeah.
like setting the boundaries, but for some reason it is considered weakness, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah. I know like boundaries are more serious than this, but I'm thinking about all those times working in fast food when customers would be like, I want to speak to your manager. I want a refund. I want 5 sandwiches made fresh for me. I want all this. And I would just be like, you can get one of the three. And they lose their shit.
yeah, yeah, I don't know, I just I don't I think I remember there's this one time where like this customer was like, "Oh, I'm gonna email corporate about you,"
Yeah.
and I'm literally like,
I would spell out my name.
I would even I literally showed them my name tag and I'm like, I'm the one that's answering the emails.
Okay. Okay.
You know, like
But
it's
no,
just like
like
I don't know. You don't have that power over me. Like
yeah, I feel like if anything, okay, sorry, leaning back into the too sensitive thing, I think if anything, Gen Z's very desensitized because like
yeah, I am. I
Gen
am.
Z in particular is like so nonchalant about like crazy things, like including me. Like
hmm
you could tell me really bad news and I would look at you straight faced. Like I
hmm
would probably not react. And I feel like a
hmm
lot of other Gen Zs are like that. Like
hmm
we joke about our trauma all the time. Like you'll always see people like making funny TikTok. Like I
Why do
know it
you
was a
think?
meme.
Why is it that you think we joke about like trauma? Because I that's how I cope. Is like I
Um,
joke about it.
I think it's because in my case, I think it's
hmm
because I grew up on Live Leak.
What's lively?
It's like,
Just to help the
oh, I'm gonna
people.
really expose myself. It's just like videos of just like crazy shit, like shit I should not be watching
Like
because I'm
shit,
like
the shit
nine
that
years.
wouldn't
I'm
be
like
allowed
9
on.
years old. Oh, this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm 9 years old and I'm just watching like people getting like beat up and shit, and like I'm watching like violence. I'm watching all these like terrible things. I grew up watching horror movies. Honestly, guys, please, I'm not a serial killer. Please, 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 please. Okay, if I'm ever like on trial for murder and this gets leaked, I'm cooked.
What's going online, motherfucker?
What?
So what's going
Yeah, it's
online?
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's
But
okay. I'll defend you. I'll be your lawyer.
yeah. Oh God, I'm really cooked, y'all.
No, I did great. I'm not.
I'm
I,
really
I
cooked.
did great. Are you kidding me? I would be a great lawyer.
As a lawyer,
Yeah.
I feel like what would happen is they would show this clip and be like, "See, he has tendencies. He has patterns," and he'd be like, "He did say that. He did say that, but that's not proof."
Yeah, it just turned into
um.
gaslighting.
Oh my God, what were we even talking about? Just sensitivity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just feel like I'm really desensitized because I just grew up watching like horror movies, like violence, like shit that I should
Like
not be
it's almost
watching.
like like you've been exposed to it for so
Yeah, just
long.
like
It's like
shock value stuff.
mm,
Like I feel like all these like shocking things that really gets other people like edgy
mm,
just doesn't really surprise me.
yeah, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of other Gen Zs probably relate. Do you think so?
Yeah, like I didn't watch those videos that you were watching growing up, but I think there is a bit of like the how do I word this? Like exposure, and this kind of goes back to like the last topic of like just all the like I feel like every fucking week in the news it's like this new world ending event where like we're in like this the
Mm,
worst economy of our life, or
mm,
there's the next COVID, where there's just like there's so much shit, or like talk about like any climate crisis, like there's just
mm,
so much shit that's happening where you're just kind of like I literally have a saying at work where it's like like if you work like any sort of like
mm,
fast service job or whatever, like that sometimes you're understaffed and you're just getting like fucked. And I
mm.
just say, I'm like, you know what, guys, we're just on a floating rock. At any moment, a bigger rock could hit our rock, and it's just over. None of this
Okay,
matters.
so you're just like hyper aware. Like you don't place value on the important stuff because you're like we're a speck of dust. Like that's
Yeah, like it's like this is gonna get
isn't
like
that nihilism? Isn't that what
yeah.
it's
Well,
called?
no, that's not with everything. That's like
Okay.
that's kind of just how I am with like I don't want to say with crisis. Maybe I am. Maybe it is. But
Hmm.
I only really say that when I'm at work and it's like a shit show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like helping me to like not stress.
Hmm.
Like it's like that's my cope is where I'm just like, you know what? Like or like for example, it's like there's some things as well where it's like there's literally a war happening. Like I really, like it's just
Yeah,
like
not focusing on the little stuff.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like I just don't think it's worth it. Like if you focus on the little stuff, you just kind of like by the time you get home and you're ready to like enjoy the good, like
That was poetic. Mine's rooted in just like
eh,
sociopathic
like
tendencies. Yours
deep,
is rooted in
like deep internet culture.
yeah. Um yeah. I don't know. I still don't think we're sensitive. Just to wrap it up on this one, like I don't think Gen Z is that sensitive.
No, I don't think so either. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if you say that like I look ugly, yeah, I'd be sensitive to that. But
Well, every generation for that matter. Yeah,
there's some stuff that would hit my bubbles, but like most of the
yeah.
stuff, I'm just kind of like, like there's so much shit.
And kind of what you were saying earlier with like microaggressions, like oh, you didn't talk about that. Sorry. I meant what we were saying earlier with accountability. Like, I feel like that kind of goes into talking about microaggressions. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Where like, I don't know. I feel like I've heard some crazy shit as a LGBT person of color, where people just kind of say things to me, and it's like crazy. And I feel like when we think about like sensitivity, like I don't think in any of those instances I immediately blew up with the people. But I'll give you an example. Um, this guy once, he was like, "Oh, like we should go to a strip club," and then I was like, "Oh, like I don't know, like I don't really think I'd be that comfortable with it." And he was like, "What are you, an F?"
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
And
Jesus.
I went,
Jesus.
I don't even know what I said. It's like, oh, like I just don't know. Like I just probably
You
wouldn't
probably
go.
brushed it off. No,
Yeah,
knowing you probably just kind of
but
went like,
like
haha, and then moved on.
yeah, or like I've heard people just say like other slurs and like dumb little stuff like that all the time, and like I don't know, people have this misconception that Gen Z is gonna be like, actually, and then put you on Twitter. But I feel like Gen Z is also used to the older generations saying out of pocket shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because think about every time you've heard some like crazy, crazy, crazy nonsense. What? How old was the person saying it?
Yeah, probably like 40 above, to be truthful.
Yeah,
You know? Like, it's
yeah.
just,
Why don't we wake that up?
yeah.
Why don't we wake that up?
Yeah.
And then if you ever say anything, your generation can't take a joke anymore.
Ooh. That's how we flip the narrative on them.
Yeah,
We just like gaslight them. Just
yeah.
like they're gaslighting us, we just start gaslighting
Wait,
them.
wait.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, do you hear that? My phone's ringing.
What is it?
It's Harvard. um, Speaking of phones,
Goddamn.
why don't you bring us into our next
What a
topic?
good
What else are we
fucking
gonna do?
segue. I think we can all can relate to this. We're all addicted to our phones. We all grow up with we all, the moment we're born and the
Mhm.
little what's the bird called that brings you in the basket?
Oh my god.
The crane?
No, it's oh my god. Why do I not know this?
You know when the Pidgeotto brings you in the basket
Dude.
and you come with an iPad?
Okay,
That's what our generation's known for is the moment you're born, you're just given an iPad.
how old were you when you got your first touchscreen
My
device?
first touch screen. Oh fuck.
Or like let's say mobile phone or iPad or like
Well, like,
any sort of
so I got
personal
my
device.
first cell phone in grade 7 or 8, but it was like it was so baller. It was this orange phone, and it flipped up, and it had the
Oh, the
key,
T9 key.
and it had the fucking
Yes.
keyboard, and that shit was the
Wait,
coolest
was it like the T9 or was it like the full keyboard?
full keyboard. Like it, like
Oh, so you're
so like
rich.
it was like a phone, and it had like the numpad, and then you would turn it horizontally, you'd flick up, and you go.
Okay, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
I
yeah.
yeah.
I think the first touchscreen I had, like I think I had an iPad growing up, but like I don't. My first like own device was like grade 9. So how old are you then? 14, 15?
Yeah, like 14, 15, yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Wait, do you count the DS?
I count the DS.
Oh, okay. When did the DS come out? Like 2010?
I don't know, man. Probably earlier. I think earlier.
Okay, DS. DS. Final answer. First one.
Okay, for me, I think mine was also the DS.
Yeah.
I probably had it in my hands when I was maybe like 7 or 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm thinking like grade 3.
Yeah. But do you know what frustrates me about
What?
that is like so we all grow up with tech and like we're like
Yeah,
like I remember and like no I remember in elementary school remember when they bring out the cart with the iPads.
but not till we were older. But yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
like you
yeah,
remember
yeah. They
that?
did
And
have that.
yeah, yeah. But like I just like now everyone just expects you to like just like be a fucking tech guru. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, let's wake that up.
you probably know this is like you're just tech support for the entire house.
Mm-hmm.
Like they call you literally for
Mm-hmm.
like but then you'll go and you're like, what's the matter? And they're like, it's not working. You go and it's just plug in HDMI.
Don't even. This is actually like
That shit drives me
no, this is so
crazy.
serious because older generations, and I'm not even talking about like just my family, like I don't know, I've been at multiple jobs or multiple like
Yeah.
scenarios. I feel like I just have a face where people are like, this guy can help.
Yeah.
And you know, actually I used to work at a phone store. Let me bring up some stories about that.
Yeah.
Because I would have these old people come in and like they were with the phone company, but they're not purchased anything. They're not doing anything to their service. They would come in with like this like bag with maybe like 2 or 3 devices, and they would just plop it down on the table and be like, "This is my laptop. By the way, I am a customer here. This is my laptop. I need to get back into the internet." And then you would solve that for them, and then they would bring out their iPad. How do I get this to take pictures?
Oh
And then
no.
they'd bring out their phone. How much am I paying for this? Like, it's
Have
just like,
you ever
it's
found that
so
like
much
have you ever
nonsense.
like opened up their browser and it's just the most whack shit on their browser?
Not from the browser. I'm very like,
Like do you
I
snoop?
okay. So when I was no, I don't snoop
No.
because you don't want to see. One of the first like phones I worked on in that job,
Oh no.
I was like, they got a new phone and she was like transferring her old phone to her new phone. And when you transfer phones, especially on iPhones, I think Samsung does it. It's all the same now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Um, like everything's the exact same if you set it up that way. So like where your apps are, what your pictures like are, like your lock screen, it's all the exact same. So I like, she's using her phone before I like set up the new phone. But then I sent her to go walk around for like 15 minutes because it takes time.
Yeah.
And then like I see her new phone turn on and it has her old background, fully just a picture of her in like a bikini. And like suggestively,
Yeah, yeah.
suggestively, like not on the beach.
Yeah. That's
Um
so not on the beach.
um and then I just like I like flip it over because it feels like weird to like look at
Yeah.
this and I'm just like, oh, like that's great. Um, Thank you for that. And I just feel like customers were always like, I don't know. I feel like an older person that's like watching porn isn't gonna clear their history. I think that's a very like millennial Gen Z thing. So I just feel like if I go looking for it, I'm gonna find it. You know? Because like,
Yeah, I guess.
especially,
I don't know. I never again like my tech
yeah.
support is like it's like for example the Wi-Fi goes out and it's like, oh, can you go restart the Wi-Fi?
Oh, I do that too. But like, I think when it's complete strangers, it's like I have to assume I'm gonna see something I don't
Yeah.
want to see.
Do you ever feel like whenever you like you do small tech stuff, but and then everyone like applauds you like you're some fucking genius, but then it's just
Yes.
like you put in fucking AirPlay on the TV?
Yes, but then you have to be careful with that. Sometimes you have to act technically illiterate because then you'll just start getting calls over like the craziest things. Okay,
Yeah.
one more phone store story. This one time, okay, so like she this older lady, she forgot her password for like everything,
Hmm.
like on her phone. Like she forgot the password for her phone,
That
then
sounds
she
like
forgot
me.
the password for her Apple ID,
That sounds
then
like
she
me.
forgot the password for the email it was associated with.
Yeah, that
Then
literally
she
is me.
changed her phone number.
Yeah.
Um, and she's like trying to like let me get back into her phone. I'm like, do you have this? No. Do you have this? No. And then like security questions come up.
Are you sure this wasn't me when you were telling me this
No, like
sounds
I'm telling you, this was like a whole hour I'm talking to this person.
really?
Um, and then she can't remember her security questions, and I'm like doing it all for her. I'm like, can you call somebody that
Yeah,
would
yeah,
know
yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff? Do you have it written down somewhere? Like I'm trying to throw
Yeah.
every bone, and she's like, nope, like it's just gone. So this phone, she had like an iPhone like 11 or something like that, literally a brick. No matter what you do, like we tried every avenue.
So what you do? Did you send her home?
I sent her home with her brick. It's it's it's
and
literally
and you
unusable.
know what? You made it her grandson's problem.
Well, that's the thing. I was genuinely trying my best to help her
Yeah,
because she
yeah,
was like, "Oh, like you work at Rogers, you're supposed to know." And I was like, "Man, I'm
yeah.
so sorry. Like I'm trying everything I can to help you,
Yeah.
but unless you give me like any
Anything.
password, anything,
Yeah.
there's literally nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Like there's
Poor
nothing
girl.
Apple could do about this."
Yeah, poor girl.
Um, but yeah, no, I think the expectation, sorry to bring it back in, the expectation about tech for Gen Z is actually ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, like I also think like it's one of those things as well where it's like uh, why people think we're like obsessed with like our phones and stuff like that is like we literally grew up in a generation where like we had to create like not only just like an image for ourselves like
Mhm.
outside but also just like a social image. Like
Yes.
we like you can't like some jobs now require a social media check.
Mhm.
Like, and that's just a normal thing where it's just kind of like I understand why they do it, I guess, but it's just like, like but
Mhm.
I was told that in like when I was like 14.
Yeah, I feel like we
You know
were
what I mean?
raised to be very like aware of what we post on social media.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it matters to an extent, but like it depends. Like I don't know. I feel like the purpose of like checking social media and verifying it is like, okay, make sure you're not a terrible person, but like you know, if people go to parties every once in a while, that's fine. If
Mm-hmm.
people like post a dumb video with their friends, that's fine. Like if
Mm-hmm.
it's not hurting anybody,
Mm-hmm.
why does it matter? Like we
No,
don't have to have these old school
I feel
things.
like the best memes though are from the people that didn't get that talk, and it's them like recording like the craziest shit,
Hmm.
and then it's like on like one of those like meme pages that's like,
Hmm.
yeah.
You know what though? Gen Alpha, the like younger ones. Actually, I
Is that
think
what
they're
they're
still Gen
called?
Z. Yeah, but
So what year is that? Sorry, I'm so I only know
ooh, I
our
actually don't
generation.
know. Now that I say it out loud, it might be 2012. So I think this is still
Okay,
Gen Z. I'm thinking
they're
about.
still okay,
I
but like
think it's
they're
still Gen
born in
Z.
2012.
Like 2012 or later. I
That's
think.
crazy.
Um, yeah, they're like 13.
Fuck,
Yeah, yeah.
fuck
Take
us.
that one off for size, you old piece of
Oh
shit.
my god.
Anyways,
Fuck, dude.
younger Gen Z, I'll refer younger Gen Z because we're kind of like Zoomers. I feel like we should have prefaced this entire episode by saying like we're the older end of Gen Z, so we're like Zoomers
Hmm.
because there is also. I like to think maybe that this is gonna sound like I'm just cringe, but like there's like there's like the early 2000s Gen Z and there's like the late 2000s Gen Z because I feel like the late 2000s Gen Z like
I think there's
dealt
a.
with the COVID pandemic for like their entire high school career. Like we were
Mhm.
done high school by the time COVID started.
Yeah.
Um, and they're
Thank
maybe not
God.
as socialized.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I would agree.
um, but oh my god, what was I gonna say about that? I feel like they don't have that same like training about social media. Like I don't think they give a fuck because do you know about the whole like devious lick trend?
Is that when they were stealing shit?
Yeah.
See, that was so funny to see online. It was funny to like see it online for like the first like probably like 2 months until like like clocked in for one of my shifts and like I went to go like check the bathrooms because I was a
Hmm.
manager and I was just like, oh, the hair dryer's gone.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Fucking hand dryer's just off the wall, and
Yep. You had to bolt everything down
yeah, you
that
have to
era.
bolt everything. You have to like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
If there was something not bolted down, it was gone.
it was so funny
It's
seeing
just
it.
like dumb. And
It
then you're
was
seeing
just so,
videos of
yeah.
like them taking like the fucking menu boards at KFC.
Yeah, yeah. Or like I just remember I saw one where they took the urinal. Like they walked into the bathroom and
Aren't those like
all the urinals were gone.
aren't those like screwed into the wall? How are your nose connected?
What? They're connected by the pipes.
I guess that makes
So
sense.
there's water everywhere because they couldn't turn off the
Yeah.
power. So there's just fucking water everywhere,
Yeah, that's
and just the water
ridiculous.
coming out of the pipes. And I just imagine you're like,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, I don't know.
No, but all in all, Gen Z, I think, is actually not that addicted to their phones. Like I think there's actually that's
Mm,
not true.
I'm addicted.
Sorry. I'm gonna change what I'm saying. I'm gonna lie.
Yeah.
Um, Gen Z's addicted to their phones, but so is everybody else. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, like we're not the only ones.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Do you know anyone that's a Pinterest warrior? Besides
You.
me. Besides me. No, besides me.
You.
Besides me.
But I'm not even talking about Pinterest. Like it's not
Yeah.
social media, but like I think everybody has a grandmother that's like level 100,000 in Candy Crush.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I don't know. I think the perfect test as well is like you go to a waiting room and like, just don't go on your phone and see if you can start conversation, but then you're like, oh, everyone else is on their phone.
You have conversations in waiting rooms?
No, but like I'm saying like hypothetically, like if I
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to. I'm not the type of tool that like if we're waiting for the doctor, I'm not like nice weather.
No. See, because I feel like if you start casual conversation in a waiting room, you're not gonna have a good time. Because
Why?
okay, I just feel like
Like me
can I
personally or
say
just
something
everybody?
I've observed about older generations,
What?
like specifically boomers?
What?
They're very comfortable trauma dumping.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I feel like it would be like,
But I
oh,
love the gossip though. I love
okay,
the gossip though.
okay, but like,
It's so fun sometimes because then you would like because like picture this, right? Imagine they just say the juiciest shit, and the receptionist comes out and goes, Alex, and you go, yep, and then you walk away,
okay,
and you
I'm
never
imagining
have
that.
to fucking deal with
But
that person ever
But
again.
what if you're there for another hour talking to because okay, this is something that happened. I made small talk with an older person and I was like, oh like it was like a customer. I'm like, oh like what brought you in today? And she goes, well, I just buried my parents at the funeral or like at the funeral home next door. So I just thought I'd come for a cup of tea. Girl, what am I supposed to say to that?
I remember there was one
What
time
am I supposed to say to
that
that?
happened to me where I was at my coffee shop that I work at, and we had like this limited time syrup that was out, and the person like the person mobile ordered it,
Mm-hmm.
and so I had to wait till they came
Mm-hmm.
in, and they came in, and I'm like, oh, like Isaiah, like I'm so sorry, like we don't have this syrup, like can I get you like something else? And they just go, this is the worst possible day
Mm-hmm.
ever. I'm literally driving to the hospital because my dad is dying, And I'm staring there because I'm like, that is so much to unpack. Because like one, I'm like, you're stopping at Starbucks before?
Wake that up.
You know, like I'm like
Wake that up.
like you're stopping like before that,
Mhm.
and then it's like, but then I like again, I stared at them blank. I'm like, so you want vanilla? Do you want
Yeah.
like caramel? Like what do you want
Yeah.
now instead?
I think I've also heard this was a boomer regular when we were working at the drive-through, but his ice cream wasn't as full as he would have liked. And he was like, he knew my name because normally he would like always give everyone a hard time. So they started sending me out to talk to him and like only me
Yeah,
because like if I'm really nice to him and also like I can take it
yeah,
as opposed to like other people who couldn't take it.
yeah.
Um, so like he looks at his ice cream and it's like not as full as he would like it. And he goes, "You know, Isaiah, you're contributing to my anxiety and depression." What am I supposed to do about that? Like what?
And they call us sensitive.
No, yeah.
They
So I
call
don't
us
know. It's
sensitive.
like how many times have you been screamed at over like fucking pickles or coffee or dumb
All
shit?
the time.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Yeah,
Yeah. And it's always I'm calling corporate.
yeah.
I'm calling your manager.
Go ahead.
I'm going yeah,
Go
no.
ahead.
No.
Go ahead. That shit don't phase me no more.
uh okay. So I feel like we should wrap this up with a little segment.
Yeah, yeah. This is a new one. I'm excited. I hope this
Okay.
fucking. I hope this.
Why don't you start us
I hope
off?
this fucking works. All right. So we got some Reddit stuff here. And basically this is from r/Gen Z, and it says, "What is something older generations say about Gen Z that you just can't stand?" First one. I think this one's a bit of a hot topic, but I kind of like this one. Is that they don't drink alcohol. First of all, why are you
Yeah.
upset about that? But second of all, it's like I don't know, man. We all just do drugs now.
Okay. You're saying we. Actually, wait. Okay, wait. Let's unpack that. Let's unpack that. I smoke an occasional amount of I okay, wait. I smoke an occasional amount of marijuana legally.
Yeah.
A very liberal amount. A very no, not liberal. That's not the word I'm looking
We're
for.
hipster.
A very a very reserved and demure amount of marijuana cannabis. A very cutesy amount of marijuana cannabis. Not too much. But I still drink. But I know what you mean. If you ever what, dude?
I just can't get over that. But like, I don't know. The more you get talking, the more it makes it seem like you smoke more than you do.
No. Okay.
Okay,
But when you say we're doing drugs, I'm thinking you're doing crazy drugs, and I know you don't do crazy drugs.
no, I don't do
For
crazy
you,
drugs.
like your definition of drug is sitting outside on a patio with music playing. Like you're such a loser.
That is it. Why is
No, like
like that's
I
literally what I'm
could be
gonna do
shooting
after
up
this?
heroin, and you'd be like, "I'd rather just read a book."
I'd be like, give me ox.
Oh my
Give me
god.
ox.
Um, but I think they're talking about baby Gen Z when they say this, because we're still Zoomers.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. Booze is just fucking expensive, man. I genuinely think that's like the main one.
it's expensive, but I think there's this new like, it's not a new narrative, but I feel like a lot more people are like talking about the health effects of booze because a lot of people are like, it causes cancer, it's cancerous,
Mm,
it's carcinogenic. Like
yeah.
everyone's talking about that. Where I don't remember that part of the conversation like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's
Yeah. But I also think like I know like I would work with a lot of people that are like in high school. And I don't know, when you're like working with people in high school and you're like sitting next to each other and you're trying to make small talk, I don't know, I'm like dumb. So I'm like, so you partying this weekend? And they're just like, oh, like, no, I don't drink. I'm like, you don't drink?
I didn't drink for high school. I was like so religious on that. I was like, no.
Yeah, well, I just asked them and see what they say, and they're like, no, like, I don't really need to. I just kind of like,
You just go.
I just do lean.
Oh Jesus.
Or like I don't know, they'll
Oh
literally do anything,
Jesus.
or they all do Zen,
Yeah, yeah.
which if you guys don't know is like actually I don't think I know it really.
You don't know what Zin is?
I like kind of know.
Can
It's
you
just like
explain?
nicotine that's like they stick
Yeah.
in their
It's like a
gums.
little pouch. It's like a very concentrated amount.
Um, yeah, they do that a lot. Like they'll just do anything but alcohol, really.
Yeah. I think it's just I don't know. Alcohol's just boring to them. you
But
know?
alcohol's fun.
Yeah, but like,
But I also think it has to. If we're getting woke,
okay,
it's
got
about.
woke.
I think it's more socially acceptable now to be doing other drugs.
Well, yeah, it's legal now for like a lot of,
For weed.
yeah,
Oh, and I guess
Zin's
well, is
legal.
shrooms are shrooms legal? I don't know.
Yeah, so it depends on the country. Some countries it's legal. I think the country that we are in, you have to get like, I think like only microdosing, and you need to be like, you need to go for like multiple doctors to get prescribed. It's like
Okay.
prescribed microdosing.
Okay. Have you ever known anybody that microdosed?
Yeah,
What do you think of that person? Are they like chill? Like, would you be able to
they're
know?
pretty cool. If I told you who it was off the podcast, you'd think they're pretty chill.
Okay. Because there's this one person that like I knew for like months and months and months, and I didn't suspect a thing. And then one time, like, I just saw them like go into their pocket and like take a little bit of like
Yeah.
the shroom and just like stick it in. And I was like, oh,
Oh, I don't think that's prescribed. I don't think that's how the prescribed one
I don't
works.
think that's prescribed either. But they do microdose.
I don't think that's how the
This
prescribed
person
works.
this person does microdose. I
Yeah.
just no, it's not prescribed.
No, it's not prescribed.
But yeah, I don't know.
Do you want to read another one?
Yeah. Okay. So this is something else that older generations say about Gen Z. Um, it says that we are socially stunted because most of us aren't into boring small talk or having long conversations about nothing. What do you think about that?
I feel like I'm an outlier.
You like small talk?
It depends. Well, like my job, it's kind of required, so I'm like kind of used to it now. Like you can kind of throw me into a room, and like don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, if it was up to me, I don't want to,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm equipped to. You know?
Okay. Let's put it into perspective like this because I will small talk if I'm on the clock, but I'm thinking like you're in the grocery store and you're like just shopping and somebody like holds you hostage talking about some stupid shit. Are you enjoying that?
Depends what they're talking about. I feel like I'm such an outlier for it. I'm such like a little golden retriever where I'm like just happy to be around and stuff like that.
Okay, you're just happy to be there.
Yeah. So like okay,
Personally,
so like perspective then. So let's say you're at the grocery store
Mhm.
and like you're I don't know, you're looking at the
la 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 la
yeah,
la.
and then you grab like the fucking Oreos and it's like this new like special flavor and then I go
Okay.
up behind you and go, "Oh, have you tried them yet?" What do you do?
Okay, that's fine. I'll say like, no, I haven't.
And then what if I keep trying to like talk to you and I go like, "Oh,
Our
like
interaction's over. Yeah,
Is that what you say to
no,
them?
but I just like, okay, I actually make. Oh fuck. Okay, I'll talk to somebody until I feel like my body's natural clock tells me when I'm bored with them, and I feel like I like intentionally gesture my body language away to like signal it. Because there's like small things. Like for example, feet pointing at each other. That's like a common body language thing where like if you don't even realize it a lot of the times. But if you're pointing your foot at somebody as you're like talking to them, it's like subconsciously you're showing interest in what they're saying. No way.
That's crazy.
Okay. But like, if you point your feet away from somebody, it's kind of saying like, oh, you're not really interested, or like you're blocking your body away from them, like almost as if you're ready to like turn away.
Do you cue on that like every time you talk to someone?
What?
Do you like realize that when you talk to people?
Um, maybe a little bit. We're not unpacking that, okay? We're not
That's
unpacking it. We're not unpacking it. We're
crazy.
not
That's
unpacking
crazy.
it. We're gonna. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's just what happens when you grow up with anxiety, dude. But anyways, no, like I gesture away from them, or like I'll talk to them until I get disinterested, and then it's very like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just kill it.
Like I really like make the sign known that I don't want to talk anymore when it comes to small talk. Because there are people that I feel like feel obligated to like wait till you say like goodbye, but
See, like it's crazy because like I used to be the person where like for example like if say for example like if we were like on the side of the road, I don't know why I'm thinking of this example, and like a tree fell over,
Mhm.
and there's like everyone's just standing around looking at it. Like yeah, I'm gonna talk to people.
Okay, if you're at some sort of event, maybe,
Yeah.
but like if a tree fell over on the side of are you saying you would stop your car and go
No,
and
no,
talk to
but
the
like
people?
if I'm just like walking out or about, you know, or like I remember there's one time where like I can't remember I was walking somewhere and one of the power lines like the cables like was completely down. It was
Mhm.
and there's like fucking like 10 people. I was just like just talking to this like older gentleman about it for like 10 minutes. Or like there was this one time where I was waiting for the bus for school, and like again, this is like and there's this old guy waiting for the bus, and then he just started to talk to me, and he told me about like he was crazy. He was missing like all of his front teeth, and he was telling me about like literal war stories because apparently he went to war, and he was telling me like all these war stories, and then he was telling me how he went to school, and like
And you enjoyed this?
it was such a fun conversation. It was so fun, but I've never seen him again. So what do I care?
So I guess I'm the socially stunted one.
I guess so. I guess you are.
I guess it depends on the context I'm in.
So
Because
you're telling me you're waiting for the bus and someone comes up and talks to you. Are you talking to that person or no?
okay, here's the thing: if I have to be there anyways, then sure. But like, I'm thinking in most of these interactions, maybe it's just me and I have some reflecting to do. But I'm usually in a fucking rush. Like, if I'm in the grocery store, okay, because I'm actually a serial planner. Like, I plan my days very like thoroughly.
Mm.
Because if I know that I have to do this, this, and this, like if I'm going grocery shopping, I like it's not that I time myself, but I know I have like 35 minutes tops. So if we're talking the grocery store,
Fucking running down the aisle.
oh no,
like
but I always get it
full
done.
speed.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have time for like distractions
You miss-
and nonsense and buffoonery. Like I can small talk to people if I'm at like a social gathering. Like I went to a wedding last weekend, and there's people that I've never spoken to. We're chatting. It's fine. We're all bound by some common event. But if I see you in the wilderness and I could be doing my own thing and you want to talk to me about your husband dying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I guess yeah. I guess you
So
are
I
the
guess
problem.
I'm socially
Yeah,
stunted.
I guess you
Yeah,
are the
it's me. It's
problem.
not you. It's me.
Yeah,
Pookie, it's me.
it's Isaiah's the problem. Everyone.
Okay. Why don't you give us our last one?
I feel like this one you can relate to a lot. It's when they say that we don't know any old music.
You know when people say that they are born in the wrong generation?
Yeah,
I feel like you relate to that a lot.
that's probably the biggest compliment you can give me.
Personally, I am born in the right generation.
Why is that?
I love iced coffee. I
They've had
love what?
they've had iced coffee for a while.
Yeah, but like nobody's drinking iced coffee in like the 1990s. Like it existed, but nobody's drinking it.
That's how Vietnamese iced coffee started. It's because of recession. They used condensed milk because that was the only thing that was available.
Okay, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, but
Yeah.
find me a picture of somebody in Canada drinking fucking iced coffee in 1990. I'll pay you $10.
After the pod. After the pod.
I think it was just like I love iced coffee and I love my little lattes. I love making my syrups. I love consumerism. I love.
Do you think
I
do you think the music's better in this generation than it was back in the day?
I don't think it's better. I think it's just different.
Okay.
Like if you look at my playlist, like I have some things from the early 2000s. I have a few things from the 90s and before, but it's mostly early 2000s. When I say few, I'm like emphasizing few because don't play me with that. Do you know the song? Do you know this? Don't play me. I don't know the song. So when it says like they don't know about any old music, that's me. They're talking about me. But I think that's fine because okay, I got into this conversation with some people that were like maybe 20, 30 years older than me. And they're like, "Oh, like do you know this song? Do you know this song?
Yeah.
Do you know this band? Do you know this artist?" And I'm like, "No, no, no." Oh, maybe like I think my mom talked about it once. And they're like laughing it up. It's the most entertaining thing ever. Like, "Oh my god, kids nowadays." But for me,
Did you pull in the Uno reverse card and start asking them
well,
about
no,
your
but they
music?
asked me. They're like, "Oh, what kind of music do you listen to?" And then if you say like, I don't know, if you say Taylor Swift or Kendrick Lamar or like Drake for that matter,
they'll think you're the coolest kid in town.
no, but I'm saying like they'll know what you're talking about. But if you say anybody that's not like so mainstream,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, who?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I said Frank Ocean and like one person knew that.
I feel like you have to know who Frank Ocean is.
Like one of them knew it.
That's crazy.
I mean, SZA's my favorite artist. I said SZA.
I feel like SZA's also big enough now for you to.
SZA, yeah, like it's a hit or miss. I find, but like I feel like it's also the genre of music older people are listening to.
You know what it is though? I don't think they're exposed to it anymore because no one listens to the radio. So you get kind of confined
That's
in
fair.
your little Pandora's
That's
box of
fair.
music.
No, because I feel like older people, at least in the area that we're in, grew up listening to a lot of like folk music or country or something like that. So like
The best
if I
music.
said that I was, forgive me, I don't know if this is even a good country person because I don't listen to country at all. But if I was like, oh yeah, I listen to Morgan Wallen, they'd be like, I like that Morgan Wallen fellow. But like,
I like how your accent changed there a little.
well, it's like I don't think they know about like.
That he's a piece of shit, racist.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
I nothing about him.
he's a terrible
If I
person.
see him come up on like TikTok or anything, immediately scroll.
If people say they're Morgan Wallen fan, I literally am like, that's such a red flag. Because like
So
a lot of people know that he's a piece of shit, but they just accept it.
right. So who's like the country like heartthrob right now? Like,
Morgan Wallen.
oh really? Is there
Yeah.
any other ones that we can like or no?
Luke Combs.
Who?
Luke Combs.
Luke Combs.
Yeah.
Is he like the 7 years guy? Like once I was 7 years. No.
No. I know who you're thinking of. No, Luke Combs, he did the cover of Fast Car.
Fast Car.
Yeah. Oh no, this is right.
What?
Okay, what about Thomas Rhett? Do you know Thomas Rhett?
We should wrap up.
Okay.
We should wrap up. That's what I said. I said, do you know this? I told you not to ask me that because the answer is no.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
Do you know the? Okay, how about this? Do you know the Lumineers?
Okay, only had you not showed me them, I would not have known.
Yeah, we should wrap up.
Yeah. Or maybe I would have known like one of their songs. Only if it was on. Only if it was on TikTok though.
Oh my god, I want to kill you right now. Let's wrap it up. Isaiah,
So
close it off.
Me close it off?
Yeah, you can.
No,
close it
I
off.
opened. You go.
Okay. Basically, this is what I'm saying is
What's
that
the gist?
the gist is we're misunderstood. We're a generation where we work hard with what we're given. We're resilient. We're adaptable. We had to
Look
go.
that.
We had to go through a lot of shit. We had to go through COVID.
Right.
We had to go through multiple wars.
Can I make a quick side note?
Yeah.
When I tell my kids about COVID, I'm gonna act like it was like the fucking Cold War.
Oh, I am too.
I-
But meanwhile, during COVID, we were literally in this room for most of it. It felt like.
No, literally. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to talk about the COVID one in another episode. But yeah, no, like COVID, I'm gonna actually act like it was like you would cough and then you would just like. Have you seen the movie Contagion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna act like it's that. Okay, you can continue.
So yeah, basically we're misunderstood, we're
Mhm.
resilient, we're adaptable, and that honestly, every other generation has their own shit. We just like to, since due to our nature of just being so nonchalant and just kind of whatever about it, we're easy targets. Let's switch the narrative.
Oh,
Let's
wake
start
that up.
let's start gaslighting the other generations.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you saying that okay, if they call us sensitive, we should actually be sensitive? If
Yeah, you want to see
if-
sensitive? I'll show you fucking sensitive.
yeah, no, like the next time I get faced with like some older generation saying something crazy to me, just burst into tears.
burst into tears, and then after
Yeah.
pull out your phone and record them.
Oh my god, we didn't even talk about that. They do love doing that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Anyways, guys, stay safe out there.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, keep hustling and
Yeah.
keep gaslighting, honestly.
Yeah, remember gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
There
You
we
guys
go.
got this.
Yeah.